report recommending that the mayor and council members approve the rate adjustment for residential and commercial solid waste collections as permitted in the amended and restated Integrated Solid Waste Services Agreement with Consolidated Disposable Services, LLC, DBA Republic Services.
Move approval.
Second.
Madam City Clerk,
Mayor, I do have a question.
go right ahead. Hold on a second. Do we have a first and a second?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead, Councilwoman Gray.
Thank you. The recommendation includes the rate adjustments. I would like to ask staff to explain exactly what that is for the public, if you would.
Okay, I'm going to take a stab at it because I pay attention every time we have a rate increase. The first increase is produced by the federal government as applied by the CPI, and that happens every year. And then there's a special rate for the new time window, which is what the council, particularly Councilman Morales and Councilman Padilla, lobbied for, and it covers the cost of doing business, picking up trash in a shorter time window from 7 a.m. to 1 p.m., as well as the amortization for the new signage throughout the city. And even with that, the city's residential rates are still one of the lowest in the South Bay. And that can be found on the table on page 3 of 5.
And I'd just like to go one step further.
Go right
We
ahead.
talked about the time frame being reduced. We're still working through some of those issues in terms of the times that work. One of which was the one I brought up that same evening with regard, and I'd like it on the record again, that starting at 7 a.m. in some areas won't work for me because those are families trying to get their kids out for school and work and everything else. So I just wanted to put that on the record that we're still working through that. So I'm approving this today, but based on the fact that we're going to do what's right within the areas.
So, Louis, that comes under no good deed goes
Yeah,
unpunished.
and Lewis is aware.
All right.
Mr. Edwards aware because I said it that day.
All right, well, thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Council Morales. I'm aware of those reasons. I thought it was important for the public to understand what we're voting on. So thank you very much for the explanation.
Go right
thank you,
ahead.
Council.
Alex has a comment before we vote.
Okay.
And, you know, as the city clerk mentioned, we did get a couple of comments here. And so we hear, folks, not everything is perfect and ideal. There's always going to be some hiccups, especially when you're transitioning to these new hours. And so I understand that. I even got an email earlier today from one of the residents. So we know that these things are a work in progress. And we really make an effort to work together with Republic Services, with Consolidated, to make sure that the trash pickups are occurring on a timely manner. Yeah, sometimes they miss a spot. Sometimes they don't pick up a dumpster at a couple of places, but we make phone calls and we try to get that corrected sooner than later. So just work with us, but know that when you call us, we're calling them. We're working with our Public Works folks and with Consolidated to get these services so that they're done efficiently and in a timely manner. Thank you.
And just in closing, thank you, Councilwoman Gray, for asking those questions because sometimes people have questions. Mr. Atwell, do we have like 356 lane miles roadway in the city? Something like that?
I believe what it is it's actually 180 miles of all roads.
All
so
roads.
it may actually be even more than what you just said because a lane mile is 12 feet wide.
Exactly. So, but what I'm trying to get across is that, just like Councilman Padilla noted, there's a lot of street curbside in the city. And so that's a big job to collect that trash, that much waste. And there will be mistakes. And we acknowledge that and we try to work with everyone that has a problem. Okay. So with that, did we vote yet?
No, sir.
So let's have the vote.
Council members Gray,
Aye.
Padilla,
Aye.
Morales,
Aye.
Falls. Aye. Mayor Buds.
Aye.